Hey guys, I'm back with part 2 for this tutorial on how to build a car dealership. In this video, we're going to be finishing the main exterior of the building. Then I also plan on doing the parking lot along with some of the vehicles. So I grabbed the rest of the blocks we're going to be using for the rest of the exterior of the building. So be sure to get blue concrete, white concrete, quartz slabs, gray concrete, black stained glass. I would also recommend a potion of swiftness since some of the parts are pretty big and it'll be helpful so you can get it done faster. Okay, so first let's start with the middle section here at the front. Make sure to have your blue concrete. We're going to bring across a strip of blue concrete that is 2 blocks, like that, over to the other side where the other blue concrete is. Then after we do this, we just want to add another 7 layers on top of that, of blue concrete. So we have this one here, and then another 6 on top of this. Okay, we have 2 more layers after this, and then we have this all brought up. And we'll bring it up to the same, like that back part where the blue concrete is, we'll bring that up to the same height as this as well. Okay, 1 more. Okay, so now above that light gray concrete, there should be 8 layers. So starting right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's go to, well actually, so we have that 8, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 8. Let's go to the back. So we already have 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring this all up. And then another 8 on top of this. Okay, so now another 8 on top of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm actually going to use a potion of swiftness for this. Okay, so we brought this all up to the same height as the front. So there we go, let's head back up to the front, and we'll do the sign, which is going to say auto, and then we'll start shaping out the roof. As you can see, the roof is kind of like round, so we'll start doing that. We'll bring up the rest of the walls, and then we'll start doing the parking lot. For the black concrete where the parking lot is, I'm not going to completely fill it all in with black concrete. I will mark out where all the parking spaces are, and I'll do some of the vehicles. But you guys could do, oh, I'll also be doing the path in front of the building, but you guys could do the black concrete when, basically when we have the build done, or like whenever you get the time, just do the black concrete. I'm not going to do it because it is pretty time consuming and there's no reason to really show it. All you have to do is fill it in with black concrete. Okay, let's start doing the sign here, which is going to say auto. Okay, so switch to your white concrete. We want to make sure to leave 2 blocks of blue concrete down here at the bottom, and then 1 at the left. So we're going to have a block, a block of white concrete there. So 1 here at the left, 2 down below it. So let's bring this up another 3, leaving 2 at the top. So we're forming the A. We'll bring this over 2, bring it down, and then 1 block there. So we have the A. Let's skip over 1. And have the U. Skip over 1 again. We're going to have the T. And then the O. And there we go. We have the word auto. Very simple. So now let's start shaping out where the roof is going to be. So I'll start here at the left side. Okay, I'm here at the front left side. Have your white concrete. We're going to start doing the roof. So let's go from this corner. We'll place 1 there. Let's overhang it by 2 at the front. Let's go to this side, overhang it by 2. We'll fill in this corner. Okay, so we have 3 right here. Let's continue along. So it's going to be 18 in total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's going to stop right here on the edge of this white concrete. So let's go here. We're going to bring this towards the back. Make sure it's overhanging by 2 again. So we have 1, 2. And that will bring this straight across so it matches up with the front. So it's right there on the edge. Okay, now let's fill in all of the rest of the space within that shape we just did. Let's bring this towards the front so you could see a little bit easier what we're filling in. So this shape right here is going to be all white concrete on the same layer that we just added this white concrete. So I'm going to grab my potion of swiftness, and I'm just going to go back and forth, completely fill all of this in, and then we'll start elevating the roof so it forms the cool shape that we have. Okay, I just about got this entire layer all filled in, so I'll show you what it should be looking like. Very simple, just a layer of white concrete that overhangs by 2 blocks. Okay, so it should look like this. Make sure this white concrete is still showing. If you added it on this layer, I guess it's fine, but that means you didn't do it right. So it should be like this. Okay, so just make sure if you didn't make that mistake, fix it now, just in case if you did, so you don't continue like going further and realizing it's messed up at the end. If it's like this, it should be good. It's overhanging by 2 blocks here at the front, and then 2 blocks here at the right, then 2 at the back, and it kind of goes into 1 right here. That's okay, that's what it should do. And then 1 right here, because that gets brought out. Okay, so we just have a solid layer of white concrete there for the roof. Let's start elevating it right here where this section is, and it should meet up with the side of the blue concrete. Okay, for the shape, we're going to go from the corner of this white concrete. We're going to place 3 like that. So it's from the corner, we went up and placed 3. Then let's do 4. And then let's go up again and do another 4. We're going to go up again and do 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll go up 1 more time and do 6. And it should meet up with the blue concrete. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there we go. That is going to be the elevated shape here at the left. Let's go to the back. We'll do the same thing. So we're going to go right here, do 3, go up, do 4, go up, do another 4, go up, do 5, up 1 more time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, meets up with the blue concrete. So now let's continue filling in all of the rest of the space in the middle, so just back and forth, like we did here with this white concrete. I'm going to grab the Potion of Swiftness again to get it done faster. Just back and forth like this. We are going to be using the blocks of glass to act as skylights, but we'll add those last. Let's first just completely fill it all in with white concrete. Okay, I'm doing the last section right now with the white concrete. And then we gotta use some gray concrete. We're gonna basically just be like filling in the rest of the wall. And then we have to use the quartz slabs to cover up. You'll see, I'll show you. Just so you don't get confused. So let's finish filling the rest of this in. So like I mentioned, there's gonna be like some skylights here where the elevated parts are, as well as some skylights in the ceiling where the blue concrete section is. But we'll do that last, so we don't have to worry about it and we don't get confused. Because it's a lot easier just to completely fill it in first and then cut out the holes afterwards. Okay, let's look at it from the front. This is what we have. So it's looking good. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're going to be switching to our quartz slabs. So switch to those. go on top of this layer of white concrete, and we're just going to add a layer of quartz slabs until you meet up with the blue concrete. Like that. Let's go to the back. We'll do it back here as well. And then, once again, like I mentioned, we're going to switch to the gray concrete. And this is just going to be filling in the rest of the wall. So you can like go behind those slabs, bring this straight across until you meet up right here on that edge, okay? Because this is going to be blue concrete. We still have to stretch that across to the other side. But now let's just add more layers on top of this until you meet up with the roof where the white concrete is. So let's go up here, add another layer until you have it all filled in. It's a little hard to see, but it's all good. So it looks like this. Okay, once again, you know what, let's do it now. So we have this blue concrete, let's switch to that. And wherever you see an empty space, you could just fill it in up into the same height as the top of the blue concrete. So just right there and up. So from the outside, it's all filled in. It looks like that. You don't have to bring it all the way down right here. This is actually going to be white concrete that's going to be brought across to the other side when we do the interior. So I would just recommend not filling it all in. Okay, so once again, I will look at it. This is what it looks like at the back. Let's go up to the front. We'll do the same thing. So switch to the gray concrete. We'll just go from the inside, the layer where the slabs are, bring it straight across until you meet up with the edge here. And then completely fill it all in until you meet up with the ceiling, the roof basically. Alright, last layer. And we actually don't have to do anything with the blue concrete here, because as you can see, it's all already filled in. Okay, so we have this side all done. That is, for the most part, what the exterior is going to be looking like. Let's do the roof for this side now. And then we'll finish the middle section here, and then we have the main exterior of the building done. So, yeah, I think we should still have time to do the parking lot. And I think what we could do, we'll do the parking lot and the pathway, and then we'll leave it at that. And in part 3, we'll do the vehicles and the interior. I think that'll be fine, because there's not too much to the interior. It's basically just filling in the floors and the walls. It's going to be very simple, so we should have time to do the vehicles. Okay, let's start doing this side for the roof. Then we'll do the pathway basically and the parking lines for the parking lot. We'll leave it at that for part 2. So now I'm here at the side where the garage doors are. Let's start doing the roof. Make sure you have your white concrete. We're going to go to this corner here. Place 1. And then overhang it by 1 on each side like that. So we have 2 here. We got to place another 29. So it's 31 in total. We're going to go over to the left. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So it stops right here on the edge again. Okay, so here at the front, it's actually going to be overhanging by 3. It's going to be doing that at the back as well. Here on the side, where this part is, it's going to be overhanging by 2. But let's bring this towards the back. And where this little pillar is, it's just going to be overhanging by 1. So we'll bring it across. And then, actually it's going to be overhanging by 2 back here. Like that. Okay. Let's fill this all in until it meets up with the front. Okay, right there. Remember, it's overhanging by 2 back here, 1 at the front, and basically like 2... I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. So back here, if we fill all of this in like this. Alright. Like that. As you can see here, it's like overhanging by 1 there. It's overhanging by 3 here. and then overhanging by 2 here. It's all over the place. Then here at the side, it's overhanging by 1 here. Then it's going to be 2 for this inner part. Okay, like that. And then 1 here. Then 1 right here. And then behind that, it'll be 3. Or like for this part, it's 3. Okay. Let's go over here. We'll connect these. And then all we have to do is fill in all of this space in the middle, right here, the same way that we did it on the other side. I'm going to grab my Potion of Swiftness to get it done faster, and then we'll start shaping it out. I believe it's matched up the same that it is at the front. It might be a little bit different, but for the most part, the shape is going to be the same. It's going to look the same. So let's fill all of this in. We'll get on to doing that. We'll bring up the rest of the walls, do the middle section roof, do the skylights. That we have the exterior done, is that we'll mark out like the walkway and the parking spaces. Okay, I just about got it all filled in. So how much? 2 more sections, 2 more strips. I'll show you what it should look like. We'll get on to doing the elevated section that actually like shapes out the roof. Okay, there we go. So just a solid layer of white concrete like that. Not too much to it. So now let's do this part right here. I believe it is the same as the other side. So we'll do this part, then we gotta top it off, top this middle section off with the roof, do the skylights, and then the main exterior is done. Okay, so this side is going to be the exact same way that we did it on the other side. So start over here. And you could place 3 like that from the corner. Then go up, place 4. Go up, place another 4. Go up and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it meets up with the blue concrete. Okay. So now let's go over to this side, to the back. We'll do the same thing. So 3, 4, another 4, then 5, and then 6. Okay. Now on top of these walls of white concrete, let's add another layer of quartz slabs. And then before we do the light gray or the gray concrete, let's first fill in the roof of the building. So white concrete, fill all of this in, just back and forth. I'm going to use my Potion of Swiftness to get it done faster. We'll fill it in with gray concrete, then we have this section done. So let me fill the rest of this in. Okay, I'm finishing up with the last section right now. Just a few more strips back and forth. And then, oh yeah, then we got the gray concrete. I almost forgot about that. Okay, that's the last one. Just like the other side. Now let's switch to the gray concrete. We'll go from the inside. Start on the layer where the quartz slabs are. Bring it across until you're just right on the edge of the quartz slabs. And then we'll just fill it all in. Okay, let's do the same back here. And remember, we have to add 1 extra layer of blue concrete so it's all filled in where that section is. Okay, 1 more layer. And then switch to your blue concrete. We'll start right here and fill it all in like that. So start at the layer where the slab is right here. And then just work your way up to the top. Okay, so we have that all filled in now. So at the front side of the building, for the most part, it is done. Looks like this. Let's actually use our blue concrete. We'll go on the sides here and add a layer from the front to the back. Alright, like that. Let's do the same on this side. So now we have that out of the way. So once again, at the front of the building, this is what we have. We just have to do these quartz slabs up there. Then we have all of the skylights. And I think that's all I'm actually going to do for part 2. So we'll do that little middle section. We'll leave it at that for part 2. In part 3, we'll do all of the stuff we have to do for the parking lot and the vehicles. And then we'll do the interior. Because once again, like I said, there's really not a lot to the interior. So let's get on to doing that middle section. We'll leave it at that for part 2. Okay, for this middle section here at the top, switch to your blue concrete. Go to the front and add an extra 3 layers here. So we have 1, then 2, and 3. Okay, let's go to the back. We'll do the same thing. So we have 1, and then 2, and 3. And then on the sides, we have to add an extra 2. Alright, so now after you do that, you should just be left with kind of a smaller rectangle in the middle. It's not perfectly in the middle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here at the front. And then there's 4 at the back. On the sides, there's 3. But it should look like this. Okay, so now, along the edge of this shape, switch to your white concrete. Just add a layer. So just right along, like, the border of the shape. And now let's go underneath that and add 1 extra layer of white concrete, because this is actually going to be the layer that we put the skylights on. Just for the middle section. Everywhere else is going to be on the same layer as the roof itself. This part is just, we need to add an extra layer here. So it looks like that, just 2 layers of white concrete right on the same edge of the blue concrete. Okay, so now let's start shaping out. Well, actually, let's switch to the quartz slabs. I'll use my potion of swiftness. Let's cover all of this up with a layer of quartz slabs. And that will start shaping out where the skylights are going to be. And then we'll do the skylights for the rest of the roof for these elevated parts. And we'll leave it at that for part 2. I added the layer of quartz slabs, so now it looks like this. Let's start shaping out where all of the skylights are going to be. Okay, so now switch to your full blocks of glass. We're going to go here at the bottom layer of the white concrete. We're going to add 2 rows of black stained glass like this. And then you can switch to your white concrete and add 3 like this. 4 actually. It's actually going to be 4. Let's add 1 more. And then on top of that layer, add 1 more layer. And then a layer of the quartz slabs. And now, this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Switch to your black stained glass. And we're going to add 5 rows. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then another 4 layers of white concrete. And then add an extra layer on top of this. And then the layer of quartz slabs, and then we have to fill in that last section with 1 more skylight. And then we have this middle section with the skylights done. So it's not going to be this difficult for the rest of them. The rest of them are really easy. We're just cutting out holes and filling them in. Okay, there we go. Looks like that. So we have that section done. Let's do the skylights for these other parts, and then we are done with part 2. Okay, let's do the skylights for the elevated parts. So it's actually just going to be matched up with the middle parts. So you want to make sure to have, at the front, leave 6 spaces of white concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're on the 7th block. We're going to leave 1 space here. So we're going to cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's aligned up with that one. Let's skip over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's matched up with that one. Then once again, just match it up again. And then you should be left with 5 blocks here at the back. Okay, let's go down. Cut out another hole here. Go down, cut out another hole. And then another hole here, and then 1 more here. Like that. Alright, so we're just leaving 1 block on the edge, as you can see. And it's lined up. They're like all lined up. Let's do the same for the middle section. And then 1 more time here at the front. And then we'll fill it all in with the black stained glass. And then we have the skylights for this side done. We're going to go over to the other side and do the exact same thing. And then that is it. Okay, I just about got this side all filled in. So I'll show you what it should be looking like. This is going to give a lot of natural light for the building. For the most part, it's going to light up the entire inside. Okay, so there... Oh, whoops. Let's fill that in. Okay, I got it all. Yeah, so that is what it looks like. It kind of looks cool. But yeah, let's go down underneath. Let's see how much it lights up as it is. So this is what it looks like. So this side, as you can see, no skylights, really dark. This side is all filled in with skylights, and it adds a lot of natural light. We are going to add a few more lights here and there, but for the most part, we don't necessarily need to. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's go to the other side. The reason why I actually did this is because it makes more sense to, because this area is so big, I would have had to probably hang down lights, which wouldn't really have made much sense. It makes a lot more sense and looks a lot nicer to have these skylights. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. I'll probably just skip right over this. It's going to be the exact same way that we did it before. So just align it up with all of those other, with basically like all the ones in the middle. Leave 1 block on the edge, like right here and over there, and you'll be good. Okay, I'm doing the last area now. After we do this, we'll leave it at that for part 2. So I'll show you everything that we did. We just did the entire exterior of the building. So there we go. That side is all done. So this is what the top of the building looks like. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. It's pretty big though. This is definitely a big build. Really long. But yeah, that is going to be it for part 2. Okay guys, that's going to be it for part 2 for this tutorial on how to build a car dealership. If it helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 3. That should be the final part. Later.